How far would you go for great customer service? Would you drive 4 hours to visit a dentist? I did. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. Hi, I'm Elliot, and I like good customer service. Maybe you do too. In fact, I have done customer service jobs throughout my life, and I really like great customer service, but you rarely get it. So I wanted to make a video highlighting great customer service. And so I wanted to tell you about where I go to get my dental work done and why I drive so far. Now, I live just outside Birmingham, Alabama. And a number of years ago, I wanted to get the amalgam taken out of my teeth. And so I've been looking for a place to do it, but nobody around here would do that. I just happened to be visiting Chattanooga, Tennessee one weekend, and I was looking through the back of one of those coupon books, and I saw a dentist that was advertising they would do it. So I made an appointment and I went. Now, this was almost 6 years ago, and the dentist, Smiles of Chattanooga. And if you don't want to watch the whole video, here's a spoiler. They are hands down the best at customer service I have ever experienced when it comes to dentistry. And really, they set the bar for customer service for everybody. Let me tell you just real quickly what happened. I made an appointment. Now, I live about 4 hours away. It takes about 4 hours to drive to where I need to get to the dentist's office. And the first time I was just doing it to get the amalgam out of my mouth. And I went in and I had other work that needed to be done as well as the amalgam to be removed. And I got there and they looked at everything that needed to be done and they said, well, you need some crowns. I think I needed 4 of them. And you have some cavities that needed to be filled. And so we'll take the amalgam out, but you need this other work done too. And I said, okay, great. Well, when can I schedule to have that done? And they said, well, if you're ready, we'll do it today. Right now? Right then. And so they went ahead and prepped everything and took care of everything that I needed in one day. Now, that on the face of it is enough. But I didn't even tell you about how it all started. Like when you walk in the door, they recognize you and talk to you by your name. They probably do this based on whose appointments are when and so forth. But the beauty of being welcomed into an office by who you are. And then before we even got to looking at my teeth, the dental hygienist asked me all sorts of questions about my family and wanted to get to know me. Not just, hey, what are we doing today? How can we make money from you? There was none of that. It was, let me know more about you, about your family. They had this sense of not only urgency, but care for the person, not just for the work, which was outstanding. And so that day, they made crowns in office and put them on my teeth and fixed everything I needed to. And I asked him, we didn't even start the final work until in the afternoon. And I asked Dr. Gallion, I said, well, I don't think you can get this all done by 5 o'clock. And he looked at me and said something I'll never forget. He said, well, we just do what's best for our patients. If we have to stay till 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock at night, we'll do it. But we'll probably be done here around 6 or 7. And sure enough, they were. And on top of that, it was a holiday weekend. They sent the entire staff home except for the dental hygienist and Dr. Gallion just to get my amalgam done and get my teeth in good position, in good health. And I had never had a doctor care that much before in really any profession. And so we got done that night. And then I decided to go the cheaper route, the easier route. With my next appointments, instead of going back to Smiles of Chattanooga, I tried a few local places here because I didn't feel like I had the time to do it, and I had already gotten all the work done, so I thought they had got me up to par, and it was good. Well, for 3 or 4 years, I just went to doctor's offices here around Birmingham. And there was nothing wrong with these doctor offices except for they didn't have the level of skill to be able to see things that were coming up. I complained to them about a pain in my mouth, the local dentist here, and they had me do bite tests and so forth. But they were like, well, we don't really know what it is, so let's just keep an eye on it. Well, then a few months later, my tooth just broke. And so I knew at this point I needed to go back to Smiles of Chattanooga and see Dr. Gallion, because he knows how to do it right. And so I wanted to make a quick video and let you know, if you're searching for someone to do great dental work, Dr. Robert Gallion at Smiles of Chattanooga and his entire staff, all of the doctors there, all of the dentists there are excellent. All of the people there are excellent. I cannot give them a high enough review. Are there challenges? Sure, there are challenges. Sometimes, there have been some, billing mistakes that we've had to work through, but nothing that was hard to do. It was just a matter of working through a different coding or something like that. I wouldn't say that they're perfect, but you know what they are? They are the best at customer service, at treating you as a person, not just a patient, and welcoming you. When you go into their office, they have complimentary water, and when you're a first-time patient, they give you a goodie bag to take home with the floss and things like that. But they also give you some other cool little things to go along with it, other than just toothpaste and toothbrushes. It is, and they do prizes all the time too. They do raffles and things. I just can't say enough good things about it. So I wanted to take a minute, and I just wanted to make a quick video and let you know that if you are looking for great dentistry, Smiles of Chattanooga in Chattanooga, Tennessee is excellent. They're just excellent. They're the best I've ever encountered, and I appreciate that. And if you appreciate customer service, you should check them out, because not only is their customer service good, but their work is stellar too. Like I said, I went a few years, before going to see them again, because I thought I could get by with the local work. And there's nothing wrong with those dentists, but when I went back to Smiles, I had a lot of challenges, a lot of things that needed to be done. And they don't believe in pain. They believe in making sure that their customers, that their patients, that they are, drugged up correctly for the procedures. I have never experienced any dentist that was so caring in regards to pain management as Dr. Robert Gallion. And let me tell you what, I'm a technology guy by trade, but they make dentistry exciting. There's so many things I could say about Smiles of Chattanooga, but really, the honest reality behind it is, you're just not going to do any better anywhere else. They're just fantastic. And if you want someone who cares about you, as well as the procedures in your teeth, go see them, because they're the best.